It's unbelievable to think this husband and wife were born over 200 years ago. Their photos were found in an old Victorian album, and I'm determined to reunite them with family. Edward Bettinson Edgell was born in West Elvington, Devon in 1819, to Edward Edgell and Elizabeth Wilson. On the 28th of December 1843, he married Hester Chappell. They had children: Elizabeth in 1848, Catherine in 1850, Edward in 1851, and Helen in 1853. Hester passed away in 1896, aged 76. Edward passed away 9 years later, on the 6th of December 1904, aged 85. His obituary said, "The death of Reverend Edward Bettinson Edgell, rector of Bromham, will be received by a very wide circle of friends with feelings of sorrow. For with him passes one of the most of the parish clergymen. With his death is broken a link that bound a present to an interesting past. For more than 60 years, practically the whole of his life in the ministry of the church, Mr. Edgell had lived and laboured in one parish, with increasing respect and affection of all his parishioners. Reverend Edgell was born on the 25th of May 1819, the day following the birth of Queen Victoria. His father was a Somerset man, being the Reverend Edward Edgell of East Hill, Rodden, prebendary in Wells Cathedral. He graduated at Balliol College, Oxford, and took his BA degree in 1810, his MA degree, however, not being taken until 1868. He was ordained deacon by the Bishop of Ely in 1812, and took a curacy at Champflower in Somerset, but on being ordained priest by the Bishop of Salisbury in the following year, he came to Bromham, once he never removed. I briefly researched his children, and it seems only his daughter Elizabeth had any children. She married Richard Such Walker in 1880, and they had children: Edward in 1882 and Hester in 1884, both named after her parents. Sadly, Elizabeth died in 1885. Her son Edward had at least one child, so hopefully there are descendants out there who would appreciate these precious photos. So rest in peace, you will be remembered.